Welcome to this ContextCapture Cloud Processing Console tutorial on managing and using Geoid models. In these tutorials, you will learn how to add Geoid models that are not natively supported by ContextCapture, and to have the Geoid models shared and made available for all ContextCapture Cloud Processing Console projects on a given computer. Let's review the step-by-step operations first. Check if the Geoid model is available from the Geoid list supported by default in ContextCapture. If not, retrieve the Geoid files from Bentley Communities. Install the files in ContextCapture Cloud Processing Console installation folder. Restart the application. And the Geoid is now available in the vertical datum list for all your new projects. In ContextCapture Console, a project is created and photos are imported. This example is a drone project somewhere in New Zealand. We want to turn this dataset into a 3D model, and we want a specific spatial reference system for the export. If we click on the Submit button, we can navigate the various options and define the coordinate system that will be used. You can open the Spatial Reference System database to select the right one. The database is accessible as well when dealing with ground control points or other tools that requires spatial reference systems. For this specific project, we are asked to export the model in New Zealand Transverse Mercator 2000 and to use the 2016 New Zealand vertical datum for the height reference. First, browse the right spatial reference system here and overwrite vertical coordinate system to pick the right one. By default, all spatial reference systems will use ellipsoidal height for the vertical system, so you can override it by using this tool. Here is the list of vertical datum supported by default in ContextCapture. We can see that the one we are looking for is not in that list. Please go to communities.bentley.com to find additional vertical datums to be added to your ContextCapture projects. If the one you are interested in is not listed here, you can submit a service request. For our example, we can see that the New Zealand vertical datum 2016 is available here. So we will need to download the Geoid model as well as the local height description file. From using the links, you will download a GTX file and a CSV file. Copy those two files in the installation folder of ContextCapture Cloud Processing Console. Go to C, Program Files, Bentley, ContextCapture Console, Template, SRS Data. Copy the data here. By doing so, this vertical grid will be available to all new projects creating using ContextCapture Console. Now, if you want to make this available for projects that are already created, copy the SRS data folder and paste it to your project files. Usually it's in Document, ContextCapture Console. Find your projects, Project New Zealand, go to Private, Project Files, and copy the SRS data folder here. Again, this step is only required when your project is already created, but the SRS data folder will be automatically created for any new projects. After restarting ContextCapture Cloud Processing Console and opening back our project, we can now submit, go to the options to select the Spatial reference system, browse the Spatial reference system database, and select the one we want to use. Transverse Mercator 2000, override vertical datum, and use the NZVD 2016. We can apply this coordinate system and submit processing.